What's going on, guys? Dave here at the Reef Aquarium shop in Indianapolis, Indiana. Today we are going to quickly discuss cycling an aquarium. Okay, so maybe you've been researching this and have discovered that there are a ton of different ways to cycle an aquarium. Today what I want to do is go over a couple of our favorite methods of cycling a tank. So in an aquarium, you need to set up a set of beneficial bacteria. Now these beneficial bacteria are going to break down the waste that the fish produce, and without these beneficial bacteria, the fish are just going to continuously produce waste with nowhere for it to go. It's just going to keep building and building and building. So what we want to do is establish these beneficial bacteria. We are just creating the nitrogen cycle. And if you're unfamiliar with the nitrogen cycle, check out the video that I am linking above. So in order to start your cycle, you want to create ammonia in the tank to develop this first stage of bacteria. First, there's the fishless cycle. The problem with starting off with fish in the tank is that you are going through these bacterial blooms and these spikes, and in these spiked levels they're all dangerous to fish and could potentially kill them, and if it doesn't kill them, they're not having a good time going through it. There's a couple ways to do this without fish. Some people will just take a pinch of frozen food and toss it in the tank. Frozen foods work best in my opinion. What you're wanting to accomplish is to get that piece of food to degrade in the tank, creating your ammonia. Even if you wanted to put it in some sort of media bag, that way you could easily pull it out. I will usually toss a couple pieces of krill in there. Another way to do this without using fish is direct ammonia additives. It works. That's what we're trying to create. We want ammonia. That's what starts the cycle. You need to get the right ammonia solution. If there's anything but ammonia and water in there, you're gonna mess up. If you overdose even a little bit, you're gonna mess up. It is a way to do it without fish. That's not the way I would recommend. The next most popular way to do this is with fish. A lot of people will say feeder fish. Please do not put feeder fish in as your starting aquarium fish. These have potential to bring disease into your tank. They are just typically not kept in the best conditions. They are meant as a food source for other fish. A lot of people will use snails, ghost shrimp, danios. Again, it's not going to be a fun time for the organisms going through this cycle, and don't cram the tank full of fish off the bat. If you put too many organisms in the tank up front, your ammonia is going to spike and you're just going to be riding high in your ammonia levels. No matter what you do, test frequently. I cannot stress this enough. Test your water and have patience. If you take anything away from this video, take those two things away. Test your water, have patience. That is key in almost everything in the aquarium hobby. So there is my preferred fishless method. Next we went over the fish in cycle, but hands down, the best way to cycle an aquarium is to already have an aquarium. You already have your established beneficial bacteria in one tank, and you can take those beneficial bacteria and transfer them over into your new system. The idea is to take some filter media, right, and just squeeze it right into your tank, and then you just wait. So a cycle can take anywhere from 2 weeks if we're really lucky, all the way to 6 weeks if we're not that lucky. Typically it's about 3 or 4 weeks to really get a good cycle in. So real quick, I do want to touch on little bacteria colonies in a bottle. I don't believe it when it says that it will cycle your tank instantly. Possible? Absolutely. Feasible? Not really. Not to get a good actual cycle through. You can't just use those products and dump a show tank's worth of fish in there. Everything is still new and trying to even out. So again, the two things that I want you to take away from this: test your water frequently, have patience. So I hope that this quick explanation helps you out. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want more content, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to hit that bell notification. That way you know every time we drop new content. We'll see you next time. Bye.